Hey y'all, this is Stephanie with a pinch of sweet. Got another outfit from Temu. So, what y'all think? Hold on, let me turn it down so that way you can see the pants, the side of the leg. I like it. Well, today is y'all's lucky day. I am going to teach you how I make my greens. The last time I had ordered greens, they were not in good shape and they were very wilted. And that's how Walmart delivers their produce. So, a friend of mine that works at Walmart tried to get me the best that they could. So, we're going to show you how to do that. But I got to get the ham hocks out of the freezer. Give me a second. That didn't work. Right there. Okie dokie. I got 2 ham hocks here. I'm going to put them in my, hold on, let me put you guys up here so that way you can see what I'm doing. All right, I have 2 ham hocks here. I'm going to put them in a pot with some chicken broth. I'm going to do 8 cups of chicken broth and then probably another 4 cups of these are ham hocks. So, and then I got some chicken broth from Sam's Club. So, and there's 4 cups in these. So I'm going to do 2 of these, and then I'm going to do some water. And then we're going to get ready, and I'm going to put some water just until the ham hocks are covered, and then I'm going to put it on a medium heat, and then we're going to put the lid on it and let it cook, because what you want it to do is you want the ham hock, you want all the meat to cook off of it before you do your before you add your greens. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean my greens, and then we'll go from there. Let me add some water in here just until my ham hocks are covered. Needs a little bit more. All right. And then the next thing I want to do, because it makes a difference, I don't know if I have any more. Let me look and see. Yes. Okay. I have mustard seeds. I am going to do, there is about a tablespoon in here, so I'm going to use the last of it. There we go. And then I'm going to add a little bit of apple cider vinegar. I'm going to do about 1/3 of a cup for right now. Alrighty. Now we're going to put the lid on it. And we're going to let it cook. Now this, I use this, and this makes enough to last for Thanksgiving and Christmas. I will fill this whole entire pot up. And it will cook down. And I use collard greens, and I use mustard greens. I ordered collard greens that weren't in the package from Walmart. They were wilted. They were falling over. They were brown. Some were slimy, and I was like, nope. So I got the ones in the package, and I'll just have to pick all the stems off and stuff like that. And that takes time. So I'm going to clean those, and then I have my mustard greens over here. I always mix collard greens and mustard greens. It's the way my mother did it, my grandmother did it, my grandmother's mother, they did it that way. So here's my mustard greens. So coming out the bag. So she tried to get me the best that she could. I mean, there are some brown that are in there, but that's okay. It's a lot better than the way they looked 2 days ago. I called and complained, and they gave me my money back. So now we're going to do the greens the right way. So I'm going to put some water in the side of the sink, and I'm going to put some baking soda in the water. And I'm going to let those soak for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'm going to put them in the side and rinse them. And then I'm going to make fresh water with more baking soda in it. And I'll do this like 3 or 4 times before I start to get them ready to go in the pot. So let me make my water. I need to move stuff out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. Do this. This is going to be very detailed because you guys asked for this information. You wanted to know how I make my greens. And I'm going to show you. Let me empty this garbage right here. Put a new bag in. Wash my hands. And then we'll get started. Be right back. Scissors to open up the bag. Need that. Alright, let me wash my hands. guys down here so that way you can see what all's been done. Alright, I need to pull out the baking soda. Need to get that out. Let me put you guys down here. This is going to be long. This will be a long video. So, but I want to make sure that you understand the process and that this is not something that can be done all right. Make sure that my plugs for the sink are clean, no debris in them or anything like that. Ooh, that's hot. Hot, hot, hot. Hold on, it's got some soap in it, so I need to clean that soap out of there. I don't want no soap in my greens. Alright, that's ready. Put that in there. And then there we go. And that. Yeah. Alright, so let's put some baking soda in this water. The baking soda helps get the dirt and grit. So, this is going to take time to do. So, I have 3 bags of collards. And this will cook down because it looks like a lot in the sink right now. This will cook down. It will not look like that. As you can see, there's a lot. All right, now I'm going to fill this side up with rinse water, and then and we're going to do this at least 3 to 4 times to make sure that all the grit and dirt Make sure I get all the grit and dirt and sand because when I lived in Beaufort, South Carolina, there wasn't a stand, a produce stand on the side of the road that you passed that didn't have greens. The fresh fruit, oh my Lord, the fresh fruit was amazing. The fresh fruit. My kids, Carly and Troy, they loved mangoes and papaya, and they loved it because it was just there was no comparison. Compared to here, there was no comparison. Down south along the water, no comparison. None. So now, after I get these done, these are going to sit for 10 minutes. Then I'm going to rinse them. Then I'm going to do it again 2 more times. And if it needs a 4th one, then I'll do it a 4th time. And then after that, I'm going to bring you back, and then we're going to start. I'm going to go through at least half of this before I bring you back. And then I'll show you what I'm doing. So I'll bring you back if you see you in a bit. Okay, I haven't done the mustard greens yet, but this is where it becomes tedious. So you check your greens. Go put it on the counter, Bubba. And then these little things here, this is the stem. Get rid of it because it will make your greens bitter. Okay. Go watch Sid. Good job, Mama. So, you'll go through every one of them. Now, like little itty bitty ones, those won't make your greens bitter. But the big ones, like this, get rid of. Do not put those in your greens. If you find any on the ends that are big like that, get rid of them. So, this is going to take time, and it's tedious work, but let me tell you, when they're done, the taste is amazing. So, if any of you are making greens, and this is what you'll do. Now, I'm going to get these ready, and then I will bring you back when I'm ready to clean my my mustard greens. So, like I said, make sure you get any discolored greens or anything like that that look like they've been bug ridden and been eaten up by bugs and stuff like that. Really bad, a lot of holes and stuff. Get rid of it. Don't even waste your time. So, this does take time to do. So, like I said, the little small ones, don't worry about those, but the great big giant ones that are really like thick and bulky, look almost like a tree branch. Get rid of them. All right, so like I said, I'll bring you guys back when I've gone through this and we're about ready to put them in the pot and then work on our mustard greens. So I'll bring you back in a few. All right, now I'm going to get these ones rinsed, and then I'm going to do the other half. Rinse them really, really good. I mean, even though they are rinsed, I always double, triple, or quadruple my rinse. I don't want no sand or dirt in my greens. If you ever had greens and you could taste the dirt and the grit, that'll turn anybody sour on greens. And you don't want to do that to them. So, alright, let me get these in my pot over here. Let me get these in first. Let me get these over there, and then I'm going to take you guys over there so you can see what I'm doing. And then, once I get all that done, I will bring you back, and then we're going to clean the mustard greens, and we're going to clean them the same way that we clean the collard greens. Okay. Let's get the lid off. You can smell the pork from the ham hocks. Let me turn this off a minute. Let's check it. I mean, they're really, really frozen, but these are going to cook a while. So, let me start getting these greens in this water. And then they will cook down. And they will cook down fast. I might have to get another pot. Because I don't think this pot is going to get it. Nope, it's not. Let me bring you guys back. I'm going to get my stock pot up there, and we're going to have to do it in the stock pot, so I'll bring you back. Alright, we got it switched over. So now, what I'm going to have to do is, I'll wash this and put this away in a bit. Let me get a lid for this. Doesn't quite exactly fit, but it'll do the job. Alright, I'll bring you back when I get ready to clean the mustard greens. See you in a bit. Alright, let's get started on the collard greens. Or not the collard greens, the mustard greens. So, I got the water running here. And rinse out my bowl. I'll rinse this out, and then we'll get this started filling up with rinse water. I'll rinse this one out and get it ready for our baking soda water. All right, we'll get that started filling up, and then we're going to go through these, and then we're going to rip them off the stem. You just go right down the stem, and then you'll put them in your water. And then I'm just going to go down and through each and every one of these and get them in the water so that they can start soaking and making sure that there's no grit or grime. Even though it says that Walmart washes their things, I don't trust nobody's washing. I do my own washing. Because as I was going through, I could still feel the grit and grime. So I was not going to, you don't want to serve your family that. Alright. So I'm going to go through these and get them in the water, and I'm going to do the same thing that I did with these. I'm going to rinse, wash, rinse, wash, rinse, wash, rinse. Baking soda in each. Every time you wash, a little bit of baking soda in the water. That's it. I'll bring you back when I'm done. For those of you that do not know how to take your greens off the stem, I just fold it in half and I rip right down the stem. Because just in case we got any new people here that have never made collard greens and they want to know how to make them and what all you do, this is a step-by-step. Very easy to do. And everybody makes their greens differently. And it's just finding the one that works for you. Now my grandmother, this is my grandmother's mother's recipe. On my dad's side. My grandma has made them maybe once or twice. But on my dad's side, and her mother's mother, my grandma's mother has made them also, but that's too flimsy. They're worth it. No. Alex! He must have locked her out the bedroom. I'll be back. Okay, now I'm rinsing my greens under some water because now we're going to tear them and get them in the bowl. One last time. These are my mustard greens. And now we're just gonna tear them and put them in the bowl. If they look small enough, I'm not even gonna bother. And these will get mixed in with the collard greens. All right, let me get these in the pot, and then I'll show you how they've cooked down so far here when I put the last bit in the pot. Well, let me tell you, mustard greens and collard greens together are the greatest combination. I don't know why. They just are. And it's just the way my mother and my grandmother have always done it. So, you know that old adage, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, and I ain't fixing nothing. I don't want to tweak it or anything like that. But everybody has their own way of fixing their greens that their family loves. Don't change it. Leave it. A lot of people don't like when you change a recipe. I have some family members that are that way because I had tried a different recipe and they were like, no, stick to the original. So. I'm going to make a Lipton onion soup mix. And that's going to go in with my greens. telling you, when you put that lifted onion soup mix in your greens, people's gonna want to know what you did. Let me get these in the pot and then come back and get these last few. This will take a good couple hours to cook down and get it to the point where it's tender and melt in your mouth. Let me pick up what I spilled on the floor. Get it in the garbage here. Wash my hands. Alright, let me put this away. And then I'll put you guys where I need you. Okay. So you won't be able to see down in the pot, but I'll pull some of it out. Now the dark green, let me show you. The dark green, those are the collards. The light green are the mustard. The mustard hasn't cooked down yet because I just put it in. So, but once it cooks down, it'll get dark like this, like the collards. So now we're going to make hold on, let me put this in the sink. Oh Lord, that thing's heavy. We're going to make our lifted onion soup mix. So let me get you guys. Here. All right, and now I'm going to pull it up on Pinterest. talk to my daughter a second. All right, so let's go here. Pinterest. You guys will see this video on Monday. All right, go into search. There it is, Lipton onion soup mix. And there's a specific one I use, and that's this one right here. All right, go to site. Prep time 2 minutes. Nice. Alright, so I'm going to do alright, see, it calls for vegetable bouillon powder, but I use chicken because I don't have vegetable bouillon powder. You use what you have. Okay, so alright, so it says I need my cups. I need my dry cups. Alright, so it calls for a half a cup of onion flakes. So. Alright. Then it calls for a fourth of a cup of bouillon powder. I don't have vegetable bouillon powder. I have chicken. So that's what we're going to use. You use what you got. Don't go out and buy things. You use what you have. It'll alter the taste slightly. And since I have chicken broth in there, all it's going to do is just enhance it. So we're going to use a fourth of a cup of this. Okay. Then a teaspoon of onion powder and garlic powder. Onion. Wrong side. Garlic. Then it says dried parsley and smoked paprika. I have some smoked paprika already made. And if you don't know how to make smoked paprika, all you need is paprika and cumin. That's it. Mix the two together, you got smoked paprika. Alright, I need parsley. Okay, it says teaspoon of parsley. Teaspoon of smoked paprika. Half a teaspoon of celery seed. I don't have celery seed, I have celery salt. I don't know why they call it celery salt, because it's not salty. I tasted it because I wanted to see. No, there's not a bit of salt in it. You can do black pepper and salt to taste. Where's my... There it is. And then salt. Now I have Celtic salt, so that's what I'm going to use. Put my parsley away. Put my chicken bouillon away. Whoops. You won't use all this. And it just says a teaspoon, or not a teaspoon, it just says a taste. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do, I'll do a teaspoon, and that's it. Alright, and I did all of that and y'all saw nothing. I'm so sorry. So, let me stir this up. And however much is in a package, you'll use 2 packages in that. So, let me see. Does it say how much? Stop. You can store this, it says you can store it in a glass jar for up to 6 months. So I have some mason jars that I will store it in, but for now, 2 tablespoons per serving size. So I'll use 4 tablespoons and that'll be good. So let me get you guys up here so you can see what I'm doing. So if you run out of something, all you have to do is look it up and see if you can find the ingredients. You might already have them in your kitchen. And if you do, make it yourself. Put it in a glass container or an airtight container and put it in your cupboard and it'll be good. So we're going to do 4 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'll put a lid on that and deal with that. So now we're going to let this cook. And then I will bring you guys back in a couple of hours, and hopefully by then we'll be able to taste it. So I will see you all in a bit. Alright you guys, I'm back. They're done. It took a couple hours for them to get done, but they're finally done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit on my plate. Let me turn you this way a little bit, and I gotta go turn that TV down, it's too loud. Okay, sorry about that. My granddaughter, May, loves Sid the Science Kid. So, I'm going to show you just a little bit of what they look like. That's what they look like. And they're tender. Oh yeah. This is melting your mouth good.
What are you cooking?
Taste good? That is good. Yes, it does taste good. So, all right. Mm-mm. Put it back. Go watch Sid. Thank you. And there's no gritty taste. I mean, oh, it's so good. It is so good. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in my containers. One's going to be for Thanksgiving. One's going to be for Christmas. And then what I'll do is I'll fish out the bones because the meat from the hand hocks had come off. So I'll fish those bones out and toss them. And that's it. I'm going to put these in containers. That's how I make my greens. You saw what they look like. They're nice and green. Look at how green those are. They're tender. And it's not bitter at all. Because, like I said, we went through the greens and we pulled all the stems that were like really big and thick. The big, thick ones you want to get rid of. The little small, tiny ones, they're fine. So, I'm going to get these put away. Well, I'm going to put them in containers and let them finish cooling. And then they're going to go in the freezer. Like I said, one's for Christmas and one's for Thanksgiving. So this is Stephanie with a pinch of sweet. I showed you how I make my greens, what all I do, and I hope you try it and I hope you enjoy. So I will see you all later. Bye.